sister. I don't know where the sister kitty is, but she is more mischievous and more independent, so we'll see if she comes to class. Good morning again. Thank you for being here. Let me just check 1 moment. She will let us know. I don't know how many of you have heard this. I added names to their names. So in her name, I added the name Gita, Gita Nandita. The word Gita means song. And I added that to the first part of her name because she's very vocal and she expresses herself that way a lot. So if she comes to the door, she'll let me know. Thank you to those of us who were in class last night. Speaking of song, you were in class last night with Deobrat Mishra. It was really nice to be with you. And he's also focusing on the chakras with us to help us to deepen our study here. So for those of you who don't know about that class, it's on Wednesday evenings, currently at 7 p.m. PST. We might make a change, but I haven't got that confirmed from him just yet. The change will be to 8 p.m. PST for the summer. Some people don't want to come inside. Right now it's raining, so last night it was not raining. It was a little hard to come back inside and sing, but so beautiful to be with our teacher. So I'll keep you posted on that. Okay, let's take a comfortable seat, please. You can rest your hands in your lap, or you can use this little mudra that we've been using, where you put one palm in the lap of the other. And as you come into your seat, let's pick up from where we were yesterday, the end of class, listening for that inner silence or stillness, that in you which has never left home. The word Svadhisthana means the seat of the self or the home of the self. So listening for that in you which has not left. That which is not so hijackable, disturbable, not so seducible by thought and mayhem. The process of listening for that is not one of straining to find it, but actually of subtracting what is in the way. So you're arriving back in it. It's waiting for you. And please lift your hands to your heart in Anjali Mudra. All of the chakras are interconnected, and our focus right now is from the first to the second chakra. But even as you bring your hands to your heart, there's a sense of presencing oneself at the heart, the fourth chakra. And then as we chant, of course, a sense of the fifth chakra. So all of them are interrelated, interconnected. We're going to chant Asatoma Satgamaya. Let's begin. Om Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma amritam gamaya. Om asatoma satkamaya. Tamasoma jyotirgamaya. Mrityorma amritam gamaya. Om asatoma satkamaya. Tamasoma jyotirgamaya. Mrityorma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Guru Pyo Namaha. Hari Om. And with your exhale, you may bow your head to your heart. Release your hands. Please open your eyes. So we're going to do a brief practice right now with the eyes open for this pranayama. I'm going to ask you to orient to the surroundings that you're sitting in, which we might think of as our home, or the place that we dwell. And then you might think of your yoga mat as a sort of home. Of course, the seat of the self, that sense of home, is in the lower dantian in the second chakra, the Svadhisthana. And so place your hands out over your knees. And with the Ujjayi inhale, start by gazing down with the eyes open and trace the line going up towards the ceiling like this. And exhale, gaze left and down, keeping the eyes open. Look down past your left shoulder. Inhale, gaze left and go up. Exhale, gaze right and down. Keep the arms taut and the spine upright. So you really are feeling into your neck, going up. And then gazing down and trace a line on the ceiling, the wall, the floor, back into the center of the second chakra. Okay, again, inhale, going up. Exhale, left. Inhale, left and up. Exhale, right and down. Inhale, rise to the right and up. And exhale, gazing down. So coming down slowly, and you're going to gaze inwardly towards the second chakra. And close the eyes, return your hands, one palm in the lap of the other. Clasp your hands, eyes open, and inhale, push down and forward. And as you're rising up, see if you can follow your knuckles so your gaze is closer to home. And then exhale, close the eyes and bring your gaze down into the second chakra. Bring your head down. Inhale, eyes closed, and gazing up at the top of the inhale, open your eyes. Now exhale, arms wide, gaze to your right and twist right. Inhale, clasp your hands and follow your knuckles to go back up. Exhale, arms wide, gaze to your left, twist left. Clasp your hands, follow your knuckles, gaze up. Exhale, close the eyes, gaze down, bring your head down, inward towards the second chakra. Inhale, press up and look up. And now exhale, press the arms wide, gaze on the ceiling, the wall, the floor. Return your gaze to the second chakra. Close the eyes. Now again, interlace your fingers, follow your knuckles as you inhale to rise up. Exhale, follow your left thumb, arms wide. Turn your palms face up. Inhale to go back up. Press the hands up, gaze down at the second chakra. Inhale to go up and gaze up. Exhale, arms wide, follow your right thumb. Inhale, follow your right thumb back up. Clasp the hands, gaze down. Inhale, last time, gaze up. And exhale, push out, follow the line on the ceiling, the wall, the floor. Return to the second chakra, the home, the seat of the self. Asatoma satkamaya tamasoma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya. Okay, please come over to your hands and knees. You can set yourself into table pose. For anybody for whom you have a knee replacement, I was discussing how to set up the blanket so that your kneecaps would not be on the floor. That was a couple days ago. So what you'll do is you unfold the blankets, make a little blanket patio, and put the blanket just up to the top of the shin so the kneecap is free. Okay. Place your hands, please, in table pose. And then as you can stretch your right fingertips forward, press into your fingerprints and your thumb, reach back. Now, as you're pressing down with your fingerprints and your thumb, pull your right hip back and come into the Ujjayi breath. Now, with an inhalation, press into your left palm, straighten your left arm, raise your right arm. And exhale, return your right hand to table pose. Walk your left hand forward. Press down through your fingerprints and your thumbprint. Reach back. This is like one arm puppy dog pose. Let's use the Ujjayi breath. And using the inhale, press down with your right palm, raise up with your left arm. And exhale, return your right hand to the floor, left hand to the floor, excuse me. Now take your right hand forward of your left, turn to the back of your hand, and as you come down, reach into your outer right forearm, outer right elbow. You might rest your head on your upper arm.
You can swivel your feet and shins to your left. Press firmly into your left palm, so you are broadening the right side of the waist. Now, as you inhale, press down with your left palm. Sweep your right arm out to the side like an airplane. And exhale, place your right palm back on the floor. Take the left hand forward, turn it to the back of your hand and come down. Swivel your feet and shins to your right. And as you're breathing into the left side of the waist, imagine it sort of billowing with like a parachute inhale. And with your next Ujjayi inhale, press down with your right palm, sweep your left arm out to the side like an airplane. And then exhale, left hand to the floor. Now take the right arm under, you can thread it through. Come to the back of your right hand, the back of your forearm, the back of your elbow, maybe the back of your upper arm. Press down with your left hand to support the twist of your upper back to your left. Do your best to keep the left knee grounded and your hips stable and centered. And when you do that, you'll notice that there has to be an activation down low in the abdomen to stabilize the pelvis, the seat of the self, while you adventure through these variations with the torso, the heart, and the arms. With your next inhale, press into your left palm and sweep your right arm out into a twist. Raise up. And then exhale, right hand to the floor. Okay, take the left arm under. Come to the back of your hand, the back of your forearm, the back of your upper arm. Press down with your right hand to support the twist to your right. Keep the right knee grounded. Notice how you organize that sense of grounding for your right knee. It comes from the inner belly. Where do you sense the tone for that? And as you inhale, Ujjayi breath, press into your right hand and open into a twist to your left. And then exhale, return your left palm to table pose. And now bring the knees and toes into child's pose. If child's pose is not comfortable for your knees, you can do lying on your back, knees to chest pose. Let's bring attention down into the low pelvis and the deep part of the abdomen. And then walk your hands back towards your knees. Rise up to kneeling. If you were on your back with your knees bent, please find a seat that you can be upright in. And so for some of us, that's going to mean sitting on the block or on two blocks. So when we come to kneeling like this, you guys know me, I have to straighten my yoga mat. Not even a wood floor for me to look at it anymore. But when we kneel like this, so we have a smaller base than when we sit cross-legged or in Svadhisthana. So there's inherently a little bit less stability in this seat. So we have to have the stability come from within the second chakra. So interlace your fingers, take your arms up overhead, and see if you can make a circle with the arms. And notice when you make that circle, what the lower belly has to do. We're going to go in both directions. So if you were sitting cross-legged, you would have a wider base, but how can you support these change directions? Like a little bit wider circling without the pelvis becoming destabilized. The other way one more time. So my hope is that you do notice that there is a responsibility, last time change directions, there's a responsibility in the lower belly. Push up and out
And then rest your hands in your lap. We're going to go to Bhastrika. And then we're going to be coming down like this.
The fists go in the belly. We'll be coming back up.
We'll take a look at Kapalabhati, and then we'll go back down. For anybody for whom down is too far, you can use you can raise the floor with a yoga block. Bhastrika is a strong, powerful exhale out through the mouth. Here we go. Exhale completely. Inhale up to suspension. To support the suspension, snug the low belly in and up, brighten the chest and the heart. Exhale out through the nose. Exhale completely, slowly. Tone the low belly at the end of the exhale. And then totally relax the exhale muscles and the belly. And let the next inhale kind of sweep into you. Now place your fists deep in the lower abdomen. We're going to stay down in this exhale only very briefly. So with your inhale, let the breath be concentric and expansive. And then exhale, come forward and snuggle your fists into the lower belly to support the completion of the exhale. Momentarily relax the exhale muscles without inhaling. Then tone the low belly and inhale, rise up to kneeling. Rest your hands in your lap. And now Kapalabhati, which is a little bit faster than Bhastrika, and it goes to the nose. Exhale completely. Inhale up to suspension. Exhale completely and slowly. Completely relax your exhale muscles. So the next inhale just comes to you. And then place your fists snugly in the low belly. Let's inhale and use a concentric full-bodied inhalation. Then exhale to bow forward.
Snuggle the fists up into the lower belly. At the end of the exhale, once you've firmed the abdomen, then completely relax without inhaling. Tone the belly. Inhale, rise back up to your seat. And exhale to relax. Now last time, a little bit more rapid Kapalabhati. Exhale completely. Inhale up to suspension. Exhale completely. Tone the belly to squeeze the end of the exhale out, and then deeply relax the belly. You'll receive the next inhalation. Place your fists deep into the abdomen and breathing in. And exhale. Holding the exhale out, deeply relax the belly. Tone the belly. Inhale, rise up. Rest your palms in your lap. We won't kneel for much longer, but one more short practice, and then we're going to release the legs and the circulation. So bringing attention down to the base, the root chakra. The word is lam. Lam, 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 lam. And then to the second chakra, the word is Vam, V-A-M, pronounced as if it's a W. Wam, 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 wam. Wam, wam, Keeping your mind on that which is deeply still. Shift from your hips. Stretch the legs out straight. Lie down. You roll your toes now up towards the ceiling so the legs will be neutral in the sockets. And bring your right knee up. Clasp your hands behind your right hamstring. Breathe in as you're on your back, and then exhale, curl your head up towards your right knee. Inhale, straighten the right leg and lower your head down. And exhale, curl your knee to your nose and your head to your knee. Inhale, straighten your leg, lower your head down. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, take your leg up, lower your head down. And exhale, one more time. And inhale last time. And then exhale, lower your right leg down. Try to keep the arms relaxed, the left leg and pelvis stable as your right leg joins your left leg on the floor. Bring your left knee up to your chest, clasp your hands behind. Glide your left knee in, and as you exhale, curl your head up. Inhale, raise your left heel, lower your head. Exhale, curl up. Inhale, raise your heel, lower your shoulders and your head. Okay, 3 times more. Last time down. And then lower your left leg. If possible, do it with a straight leg, keeping your pelvis stable, arms relaxed. Okay, bring your right knee up and over. This used to be called Alligator Twist, and I don't know why. I never saw an alligator doing this. So when you bring your leg over, for some of us, the knee touching the floor is going to be like you won't go anywhere in your twist. So it can be helpful to raise your knee or your shin or both. Okay, take your right hand on your left and follow your right thumb up for the inhale and open for the exhale. And then inhale, raise your right arm up, try to catch it with your eyes. And exhale, right hand down and forward of the left hand. And then inhale, raise up. Try to follow your thumb with your eyes. Exhale to open. It would be appropriate for some of you to put a blanket under your head. Depending on your upper back flexibility, that is going to be a real saver for your neck. So try following your thumb with your eyes so your attention is closer to home. What I mean by that is you're not up at the ceiling or the walls, but just at like arm's distance. And if you find that when your arm goes to the right, your head doesn't turn far enough to keep looking, you may have some neck flexibility to regain. And it's also hard to turn as far as your arm may be able to go. Let's do it one more time. Here's the last one to open. And then roll your right knee back up to center. Take the right leg out on the floor. Pause and let your attention drop down to the seat of the self, the home of the self. And then bend your left knee. Let's go to the other side. So when you bend, you may put a block at the ready there if you found that on the first side you needed it. So bring your knee up and over. Place the two palms together. And following your left thumb, inhale, rise up. And exhale, open out. Inhale, rise up. Try to keep your eyes on your thumb. Exhale, reach your left hand past your right. Inhale, raise up. You can think of the arm as you exhale, opening out. Think of the arm like seaweed in the ocean, having a beautiful time with the currents of the water. Twice more, please. Respect the capacity your body has for how far you can move while keeping the lower body stable. We're going to open one more time. So the hips and pelvis actually aren't moving with you in this action. It's the torso making the twist. And then raise your left knee, come back up. Lay both legs out. Okay, and let's roll to the side, please, and come up to sitting. And then up to standing. Okay, so Surya Namaskar is where we're going now. And I'm going to recommend that you keep your blankets nearby. We're going to use them for something special today. And I hope you did not have pancakes before class. It's an early morning class, so hopefully you didn't wake up in time to make the pancakes. And hopefully you didn't have Pop-Tarts. Those you remember the Pop-Tarts, you guys? Remember when that was considered breakfast, a Pop-Tart? Portable breakfast? I mean, maybe you never had that experience, but I did. I had that. That was my breakfast in childhood. Not always, but sometimes that was our breakfast. Okay, please join your hands together in Anjali Mudra. Let's keep the attention starting at the second chakra, first and second, and then it moves outwards with the sun salutation that comes back home. So inhale, raise up like an arrow. Exhale, open to your left and come down. Inhale, go right and up. Exhale, hands to the heart, attention down to the base. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, go right and down, keeping the legs relatively stable. Inhale, go left and up. Hands to the heart and attention down to your home in the pelvis. Now inhale, hands down, wide and up. Exhale, Uttanasana, straight away. Inhale, glide forward. Exhale, left toes back. Inhale, rise up, crescent. Okay, now exhale and bend the left knee. See if you might lightly touch it down. Maybe it doesn't go all the way down. And then inhale to go up. And exhale, wide, forward and down. Okay, inhale to plank pose, please. Exhale, reach back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, seal pose. Inhale, rise up in seal pose. And exhale, slide the shoulders back and the heart forward. This is called low cobra. Going down is easier than going up. We talked about this yesterday. Inhale up to high cobra. Exhale, press down, seal pose. Inhale, plank. Now, exhale, squeeze your left knee up to your chest. Inhale, reach back, one-legged dog pose. And exhale, left foot forward between the blocks. Inhale, rise, crescent. Exhale, keep reaching up as you touch your right knee part way or all the way down. Inhale, raise up. And exhale. And we're going to step to plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, roll forward. Kind of use your cat pose spine to come into your plank pose. Exhale, seal pose, the structure of seal pose. Inhale to light it up. Exhale, shoulders back, heart forward. Keep the legs strong. They're toned. Yep. Inhale, rise up, high cobra. And exhale, up to seal. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog pose. Now we're going to do the other side of that one-legged sequence. So inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, squeeze your right knee up to your chest. Inhale, right leg high, one-legged dog pose. And exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, left foot forward. And exhale to bow. Inhale, rise up, upward hands pose. And exhale, hands to your heart. Okay. And now we're going to repeat and add to that. So Ujjayi breath, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, left and down. Inhale, right and up. Exhale, right and down. Inhale, left and up. Exhale, Uttanasana straight away. Inhale, glide forward. Okay, left toes straight back. This is the base of your lunge. Inhale to rise, crescent. Hook your thumbs and touch the left knee down. And part way is okay, all the way is okay. Inhale to rise up. And now exhale, come over and touch the two blocks and pause right there. See if you can inhale your right knee to your chest, one-legged plank pose. Pick up the right foot. And then exhale, step back to plank. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, roll forward to plank. Inhale, left knee to your chest. Exhale, step back to plank. Inhale, downward facing dog. And exhale, roll forward to plank pose. This time, inhale to seal pose, one smooth transition. Exhale, low cobra. Inhale, seal pose, all the way up. Exhale, plank, right knee to your chest. Inhale, one-legged dog pose. Exhale, forward, knee to chest, plank pose. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Enjoy a deep breath in. We're going to repeat that sequence now. So exhale, forward to plank. Inhale to seal pose all the way through. Exhale, low cobra. This is the last one for low cobra. And inhale, rise up, seal pose. Exhale, plank, left knee to your chest. Inhale, left leg high, one-legged dog pose. Exhale, left knee to your chest, plank pose. Inhale, downward facing dog. And then inhale, plank, exhale, downward dog pose. Next, exhale, step your left foot forward between your blocks. Press into your right toes. Inhale, rise up, crescent. Hook the thumbs. Good job. Exhale, right knee down. Some of the way, all the way. Inhale, rise up. Good. And exhale. Now we'll inhale, step forward, heart forward. And exhale for a deep bow to the legs. Inhale, rise up, upward hands. Exhale, hands to your heart. Listen for that which is deeply still. Rest your attention in the home of the self, down at the second chakra. Om. Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. So please come down and take your stack of blankets here carefully without disturbing the pets. Can I have this one too, please? You're not using it? Okay, so when you stack this, put the firm edge of the stack where the blankets are the most stacked, not frayed on the other side. This is where the lower belly is going to go. So the pubic bone is going to be right at the edge of the blocks here. And blanket, excuse me. And you're going to lie down on this beautiful stack of blankets. So if you put the pubic bone on the blanket when you start, and then just slide it slightly back off of the blanket, what's going to happen is you start on the bone and then you slide down. The tailbone will be going down towards the floor, but you're going to have this blanket that's narrow enough to roll your hips a little bit side to side. You can put your elbows on blocks if you would like. We are rolling across the abdomen, and there may be some sensitive places. But think of yourself rolling a little bit like you're the seaweed in the ocean now. You can go slower. I wouldn't recommend going faster, but you could explore slower. And then roll this to what you would think of as center. And if you've come off of the blanket quite a bit, then scoot forward so that you've got your pubic bone just coming off the front edge of the blanket. Bend your knees. It's okay if you're up on the blocks now, it might actually be a benefit to you. There's your feet. Let's see if you can see my garden on my feet. Not as much today. It was pouring rain the other day, so my feet turned black in my black tivas in the garden. Okay, reach back. This is called Dhanirasana or bow pose. So when you press back, the thighs are going to stay on the floor. Your voice is going to sound normal, by the way. Not all strained and sort of compressed. Raise up through the heart. There is a connection between all of the chakras. If you have sesame oil on your ankles, as I do, if you put the oil on before practice, and you watch out, they're slippery. Okay, let's exhale and come down. Turn your head to one side. Notice how the breath comes back to support you. So Dhanirasana in English is called the bow pose. A little bit like pulling on a bow if you were an archer. We'll do it one more time. So come to center. Check that you're on your blanket where you want to be. Bend your knees. There's your feet. If you always reach back with the same hand first, try the other hand or try doing both hands at the same time. And then as you press back, root your thighs to the floor. Roll the shoulders back. Press your ankles into your hands.
Watch out for slippery sesame oil. And then exhale and come down. Yes, you are massaging the belly all the way down.
Turn your head to the other side. And then child's pose with your head on the front edge of the blankets. Walk yourself up to kneeling, please. And let's take these two blankets. And I'm going to ask you to slide them onto your mat in a specific way. So I'm going to be going horizontally for my Savasana. So I'm putting the blankets so that you're going to have, at first, your feet are going to be on these two blankets. You want your two blocks to be nearby. It's for Supta Baddha Konasana. That will become Shavasana. So when you lie down, put your feet up on the blankets like you're standing on them. Then put the soles of the feet together. It's helpful if your feet are on this side of the blanket a little bit, so they're not going to just slide over the edge of the blanket. So put them on the body side of the two blankets, not on the other side. And support the knees with your blocks. Rest your hands on the low belly. You can say hi. Thanks for welcoming me back home. Thank you, Svadhisthana. With the feet elevated and the knees supported, you may be able to sense that the whole sacrum comes down to the floor. Let me say that differently. The middle and the upper part of the sacrum, and often you don't feel the top of the sacrum touching in Baddha Konasana. You will not feel the tailbone touching the floor right now, but sense the middle and upper part of the sacrum. As you return your attention to the second chakra, Svadhisthana, try to sense that immense yet intimate presence that is welcoming you back home. Immense and intimate. That which is calling you back home. And slide your knees over those blankets and rest deeply. Let your mind rest in the home of the self. You may sense this to be in the second chakra, but you may also sense it to be limitless. We're not bound by the skin of the body. And welcome yourself to be magnetically drawn back home. An element of surrender for you. A surrender into that divine that is right now and has always been holding you. And welcome your awareness to merge between the intimacy of the breath breathing you and the immensity of life breathing itself. The oceans, the atmosphere, and without disturbing or distorting your experience, slowly find your way back to your seat so we can share in a meditation time together. I think I've said this before, but it's worth saying in case you didn't hear it. I sit up on this blanket and then I come down. So really the blanket is only right behind the base of the sacrum and the tailbone. That means that I am sitting on the floor directly, but there's this tiny support right behind the sacrum, the lower half of the sacrum. Let's place the hands, please. And drop your attention down to the root, the base, the place from where you stabilize. Lam, 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 lam. 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 And then awareness to the second, the Svadhisthana. Wam, 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 wam. 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 You can place into the centers of the palms your intention for water today, your intention for caring about, appreciating, stewarding the element of water. Our planet is habitable to us because of its climate, including the resource of water. You can raise your intention up with the in-breath up to the heart. Place it in your heart. Place it in your palms. Place it in your mind and your vision.
back in the heart, and then as an offering to others. Since they're also offering, you can practice receiving those offerings. And back into your Anjali Mudra, into your heart, and back home. Thank you very much, everyone. Namaste. Very glad to be with you. A girl kitty has come. Hi, how were your adventures? Many adventures. Are you thirsty? You can have it now. I give it up. Yeah. Yeah. Enjoy. I'll come up to see you guys. You can have it, yeah. Keep drinking. You might need it. Let me change the camera view for you here. Let me see what the chat says here. Yeah, I was feeling entertained is the word by her. So I definitely don't drink out of that water glass after she takes it over, but now because she is drinking and then bathing and then she might drink again from that water glass, I certainly will not do it. Here, let me get the recording.